We're live.
Good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock on the 11th of April. This is the House Judiciary Committee, and we're having a brief voting session here today. Before I get started, I want to recognize a few people who are joining us on the call and should turn on their videos so that they can say hello to the committee. Some of the people who've been working behind the scenes to help us out in the Judiciary Committee over the last year or last 3 months at least. We have a couple interns. Maggie Stodmeyer is here. There she is. Way there's Maggie, and Andrew's here too. He's waving frantically. He's not that frantically waving. All right, they've done an outstanding job and appreciated having them here from the University of Maryland. I want to recognize the new members of the committee who have learned a great deal and have helped us out a great deal, even though I hope that some of them are here. So is Delegate Munoz here? Delegate Munoz not even here. Where's Delegate Munoz? Delegate Munoz is walking to her office. She's done a great job. Delegate Howell has done a fantastic job, and we appreciate all of her work this year.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Delegate Tolles is there. She's walking to her office right now, and she's done a great job along with a simple country lawyer, the man from Hampstead, Delegate Shoemaker.
Thank you, sir.
It's been
a pleasure.
leading for the Republicans this year, and we appreciate it. I want to thank John Carden and Delegates Carden and Crutchfield for their work on as subcommittee chairs through the entire term, really. And I want to thank them both for all of their work. We get to say goodbye a little bit to a few people. Dan Cox, as everyone knows, is running for governor, and had some people out on Taylor Avenue, I think, this morning waving at people. So it must be real now. So there you go.
Gonna miss you, Mr. Chair.
Well, we'll miss you as well. And I don't think that Delegate Fisher is here, and this fills me with a level of rage that I barely can express, but she's not here. So we'll give her a second to get here so I can say nice things about her related to punctuality and everything. But anyway, we're also going to say goodbye to the man from the 43rd District, to Kurt Anderson, the delegate from the 43rd District who has served this committee for so long and so well, and was here when I first got here, and helped to educate me on how to be a good delegate to begin with. And he would follow it up with story after story, some of which were even relevant. And I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him a great deal. And I know it won't be the last I've heard of him or from him, but I want to thank him for all the work he's done for the people of the state of Maryland and for this committee.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
You're very, very welcome. So many other people to thank. Denise has been at the front desk this entire time, and she has been responsible for a whole lot for keeping the trains running on time here in the office, and I appreciate that very much. Whitney Duck, you all, what can you say about Whitney? Our first year, we broke into "You Are My Sunshine" when we were in the middle of a committee gathering about Whitney, because she is our sunshine. We love her dearly and appreciate everything that she's done. Janine Johnson is the vice chair's chief of staff. She has got to sit in here and watch us work here, and she's done an outstanding job for the vice chair. And I know that David and we all speak very highly of Janine, and surprised that she can put up with all the chaos here in the committee, but that's okay. Will Shorter, who's been with me now for 3 years, has done a fantastic job helping here in the committee, and helping also the people of the 46th district with all the casework challenges that we have and the mountain of unemployment challenges we've had. And he's done an outstanding job with that, and I'm incredibly grateful to him. And then there's a guy, Dylan, I don't know what he does. Dylan Goldberg, who is Chief of Staff for the committee, keeps me going somehow when all of you drive me crazy. He keeps me going. He keeps all of you going too, whether you know it or not. And he has done an enormous amount of work here in the committee and across the General Assembly. And I am proud to work with Dylan, and I know that we are all proud to have him here on the House Judiciary Committee. We have Holly, Lauren, and Claire, who are still probably drafting amendments for all of you. And I mean, Holly, since the very first day I stepped in the door, who was the Chief of Staff the first year, and helped me figure out what to do to replace a guy who had been here forever, and was such an incredible help in just saying, in some cases, don't touch that. Don't touch that. No, really, don't touch that. Her advice was incredible, as has been the advice from Claire and Lauren, and now Holly as counsel. I think we have the three best counsel in the General Assembly. They do an outstanding job. And I could say too many nice things about Claire and too many nice things about Lauren. But I think I will say this: if you all haven't said nice things and given them a note, I would encourage you to do that too. It seems a little, I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. I don't care. I think they do a fantastic job. I also want to recognize a guy who got thrown into the vice chair's job this year. And I think sometimes we look at each other and go, what are we both doing here? But we've been a good team and we've worked very, very closely. And I've been very fortunate to be able to work well with both of my vice chairs, now the chair of Ways and Means, but I particularly want to thank Vice Chair Moon for all of his work, for his passion, his advocacy, his impatience at times, and just again, his outstanding work on behalf of his district and on behalf of this committee. And so we thank him very, very much. Very quickly, members of the committee, you should stop by the committee before you go to the floor here after we're done. And for all those watching, we'll be with you here. We have two bills that we're going to be assigning conference committees to here in a moment. They are Senate Bill 33 and 71. But I wanted to mention not the committee, but I've purchased something for members of the committee from a social enterprise in my district that you can stop by and pick up. It's from Huns Honey in Curtis Bay. And they are a social enterprise and employment program dedicated to equip and empower women survivors of addiction, sex trafficking, generational poverty, and trauma. The employees at Huns Honey have faced difficult pasts, but now work in safe places, learning important entrepreneurial skills. And so today I'll give you a small token of my appreciation, a jar of Huns Honey and a bar of their signature Warsh soap. That is in a Baltimore accent of a Warsh soap. Use water from the zinc and then you Warsh. Please come on down and collect your gift, and I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope you'll learn more about the important work that they do and that so many groups do to support people as they're recovering and as they are rebuilding their lives. And so with that, there are two, again, pieces of legislation that we're going to appoint conference committees to. We'll start with Senate Bill 71. Senate Bill 71 is the Senate version of the hate crimes bill for civil remedies for hate crimes. There's a motion. I would ask for a motion to not recede to the Senate amendments, please.
Move the motion.
All right. Is there a second? All right. Got it. We will appoint a conference committee that will be delegates Crutchfield, Davis, and Williams. So with that, if you're in favor of the motion to not recede, please raise your hands. That's delegates Bartlett, Shetty, Grammer, McComas, Shoemaker, Williams, Carden, Anderson, Moon, Howell, Munoz, Crutchfield, Davis, Cham, Jones, Fisher. All right, anybody opposed to the motion not to recede? Delegate Arakan. All right, their motion to not receive is adopted, so we'll send that to the floor here shortly. Senate Bill 33 has been a little bit of a long and winding road, but the Senate had to appoint a new panel to the conference committee for the Senate bill. So we're just going to appoint the same conference committee we did to the House bill, and actually the same committee. I think we've already appointed this once, so we're just appointing the same conference committee again. So could I have a motion not to recede?
Move not to
moved.
recede.
In second, all right. Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor of the motion not to recede, please raise your hands. Delegates Bartlett, McComas, Shetty, Grammer, Shoemaker, Williams, Cox, Carden, Anderson, Moon, Howell, Cham, Jones, Munoz, Crutchfield, Davis, Fisher. Anybody, and Tolles. Anybody opposed? Arakan. All right. So that motion is adopted. Very quickly before we go, she wasn't here when I was going to say nice things about her, so I'll say nice things about her as well. I do recognize that Delegate Shoemaker is not going to be returning, but also Delegate Juanica Fisher will not be with us. She is running for a different office somewhere else. We all are incensed and beyond the pale with anger. Having said that, we've appreciated her. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't appreciate her complexity. She in the first days of being on the committee admonished people for asking too many questions, and then the very next day went on a diatribe and asked over 15 minutes worth of questions. So it's that level of consistency that I know that we will miss here on the committee. And having said that, we love you and we wish you nothing but the best. Wish certainly everybody nothing but the best. So that concludes this voting session. We will have more voting sessions. They will all be virtual. And we will have them probably throughout the evening in all likelihood. But members come to the committee and pick up a little gift. And this has been the House Judiciary Committee. Delegate Arakan has a question before we go.
Yeah, so we are going to vote again. I just want to make sure that we see SB 68 again on the vote sheet.
All right, well, I appreciate that. And we'll, at this point, we wanted to get the concurrences out of the way. We're trying to catch some concurrences, but I understand that. And I will take that under advisement. Where are you? It's loud music. Okay, so you're fine. You're good. All right, with that concludes the House Judiciary Committee voting session for today. Thank you all.